Hello, dear students. How are you? Good morning to you all. I am Anantesh, TPCK School, Palakere, English teacher. Dear students, today we learned the lesson A Hero. Yesterday class we discussed about the more of information about the author and what are the developments are going on the Swami and his father. Today we learn to what happened on the Swami and his father in the lesson of A Hero. So we start from to read the paragraph 4, sixth paragraph. Listen carefully and underline the difficult words. After I will explain this paragraph. First I read the lesson. Dear students, listen very carefully. The paragraph, the lesson is A Hero, written by R.K. Narayan. Swami's father sat gloomily gazing at the newspaper on his lap. Swami's father sat gloomily gazing at the newspaper on his lap. Swami rose silently and tiptoed to his bed in the passage. Granny was sitting up in her bed and remarked, "Boy, are you already feeling sleepy? Don't you want to hear a story?" Swami made wild gesticulation to silence his granny, but the good lady saw nothing. So Swami threw blanket over his face. This is the sixth paragraph. Now I read the seventh paragraph. Listen. Granny said, "Don't cover your face. You are really very sleepy." Swami leaned over and whispered, Please, shut up, Granny. Don't talk to me and don't let anyone call me even if the house is on fire. If I don't sleep at once, perhaps I shall die. He turned over and curled and snored under the blanket till he found his blanket pulled away. This is seventh paragraph is over and we move eighth paragraph. Presently, his father came and stood over him. Swami, get up. Swami, get up. He said. He looked like a apprehension in the semi-darkness of the passage, which was lit by a cone of light from the hall. Swami stirred and rolled as if in sleep. Father said, "Get up, Swami." Granny pleaded, "Why do you disturb him?" This is the eighth paragraph is over. Now we read ninth paragraph. "Get Swami," said father for the third time, and Swami got up. Father rolled up his bed, took it under his arm and said, "Come with me, come with me." Swami looked at Granny, hesitated for a moment and followed his father into the office room. On the way, he threw a look of appeal at his mother and she said, "Why do you take him to the office room? He can sleep in the hall, I think." "I don't think so," father said, and Swami slunk behind him. "Let me sleep behind him with bowed head. Let me sleep in the hall, father," Swami pleaded. "Your office room is very dusty and there may be a scorpion behind your law books." "There are no scorpions, little fellow. Sleep on the bench if you like." "Can I have a lamp burning in the room, father?" "No. You must learn not to be afraid of darkness. It is only a question of habit. You must cultivate good habits. You will at least leave the door open." "All right. But promise you won't roll up your bed and go to your granny's side at night. If you do it, I will make you a laughing stock of your school." Laughing stock of your school. Laughing stock means an object of ridiculous, shaming. So, here the 9th paragraph is over. Dear students, we already know that I explained these 6 paragraphs, from 6 paragraphs to 9th paragraph. Look at and listen carefully. Yesterday class we know the how Swami to use the desperate attempt and what was the conversation between, or what are the different opinions or views about the bravery of the village when the news report was comes in the newspaper. So here Swami father challenged him, "Swami, you say courage is important and courage is everything. The strength and age are not important. How can you prove that?" Swami father challenged Swami, but Swami was a very critical position. So he was in a frightful position. So he tried to escape from this condition. What he do? Shall we read? What are the conflict, or what are the different argument are going on this paragraph? Let me see. Swami's father sat gloomily. Sit present tense, sat past tense. Gloomily means angrily. Manku badida. Gazing at the newspaper on his lap. Lap means here a knee. Today. So when we are sitting to read the newspaper, so we are snapping on one another line. So Swami's father was see directly what Swami doing. He gazing. Gloomily means feeling in a way that things will not improve. But when Swami father challenged him, Swami, but there is no change. There is no change. So Swami father was very angrily and strictly and gloomily. The poor boy. He was negligent boy. He like that. He do like that. So afterwards he can put the newspaper and gazing to read the news reports. After then, what happened? Swami rose silently and tiptoed to his bed in the passage. In that situation, Swami he thought that our father is leave the matter. So Swami is guessing the father is leave the this matter. So we are already escaped from this the incident. So he thought that. So he went silently to the Galilean without making a sound. Here we are all do like that. Yes, when we are in the alone in the room house. So what can we do? We talk when our father is sitting in the hall. So we are talking very silently. We are walking very gloomily, moving with making not improves. So that he tiptoed going to his bed of the passage of Granny. Granny was sitting up her bed. Already Granny always in our home, grandma or grandpa was always sit all the time. Most of the times they are sit on the bed. So hence here Swami's granny was also sit on her bed. So Swami went to very silently to with the towards of Granny and remarked, "Boy, you are." He went on to sleep on the bed of Granny. But what happened? Granny can ask some questions about his grandson. So what she asked? She asked, "Boy, you are already feeling sleepy, or you are already tired? You are already." She is asking her grandson, "You are already sleepy? Don't you want hear a story? Let's hear a story." Why? There is a very close affection or close love with granny and grandson here. So why we are all love or affection on granny? Because granny has treasures of stories. So she told many stories when we are going to sleep in the tonight. So this is one habit of Swami. When he sleep on the night, before he read or learn the story of any adventurous stories, so Swami was more affection on than his granny. So granny is also take him on care of his grandson. So she is asked to Swami, "You are not hear a story?" Swami made wild gesticulation, Bhava Binay. But in that, Granny, keep it like this. Granny, don't make sounds. When your father is heard, what happened? He is asking to me. He used to be taken to office room and kept. He ordered to sleep alone in the room. Why you are worried about? Why you are slept beside the granny? You are a grown-up boy. He ashamed or he is ridiculous, Swami. So that way, Swami was to be some of the using the signs to don't make noise, don't talk, keep quiet, as like this. Gesticulation too. Silence is granny. Here silence or sound, opposite word. Silence is the opposite word, sound. But that good lady saw nothing. Here the author, the speaker is using the granny, a good lady. Why he using or say his granny to good lady? But because the granny is always taking more members of the families, more of all are affectionate or loved the grannies. So hence here, but she was a grown-up lady. Sometimes they she did not hear any words. So like that, author is using the word a good lady for his granny. Like, but granny is not to be recognized their signs or symbols of Swamis. So Swami threw himself on his bed and pulled over the blanket on his top to bottom. Granny, keep quiet, keep quiet. He say, Granny, keep quiet, don't talk. But the Granny did not recognize these symbols. What happened? So shit. Like, do like this Swami, and he threw the blanket and covered with the top to bottom and like a spiraled shape, rolling like that. What happening? This is the sixth paragraph of hero. Here, some of the good opposite words. Silence is sound, good or bad are the two opposite words here. Let's move or describe the seventh paragraph. Granny said, don't cover your face, my grandson. Afterwards, Swami made so many signals or signs, but Granny did not recognize, it did not listen. What happening? He is talking. We always know in our family, grandmother always talking, do something like a childish activities. So here Granny never stopped their talking, but she asked, don't cover your face. Are you really very sleepy? Swami, are you really very tired? Are you really afraid? Are you really fear? Don't bother. I am here. I can say to your father, why are you worried? Are you really tired? Are you really sleepy? She asked many questions on Swami on that night. Swami learned over and whispered, but Swami is always talking with very low, whispered means low voice. Granny, please don't talk, don't make a sound. You keep alone. Let me alone. But Granny is not today. He is asking many questions about the discussion and about her grandson. Swami learned to whisper, please. Afterwards, Swami, please, Granny, shut up, Granny. Don't make noise. Don't talk to me. Or you don't like to talk with me here. And don't let anyone call me, even if the house is on the fire. Why you are not think there is a high position. There is a high position in the house. There is a great conversation between mother, father, Swami, and about the bravery of the village. But here, Swami said to his granny, please, he requested, he pleaded, and he requested more than, but all is nothing happened. Finally, Swami very angry and he was very moody. I don't let anyone call me even if the house is on the fire. If I don't sleep at once, perhaps I shall die. If you are talking with me, I shall die. Keep in your mind. He turned over and curled means spiraling shape, rolling, and snored. Snored means snored. Breathed in a noisy way, like that. This is called as snoring. Under the blanket till he found his blanket pulled away. Again, Swami rolled his bed and blanket top to bottom, and he pulled and slept and looked like a snore, a deep sleep, making sounds. So this type of this type of actions can made Swami, and there was a conversation between the granny and grandson. This paragraph here. Let us go to the 8th paragraph. Afterwards, what happening? Presently, his father came and stood over him. Stand present and stood past tense. Over is a preposition in the parts of speech. When Swami going to sleep beside granny, but father intention was to wait, to stop this type of then habits from Swami. So he moved to granny's bed towards and stood in front of him. He called his son, Swami, get up. So there is in a great voice, get up, in a loud voice. He said, he looked like an appreciation operation in the semi darkness of the passage. For that time, Swami opened the blanket, and he also see his father. What the gesture? He thought that his father like a operation. Operation means a goose, devil. His father looked like a, for that time, very angrily and very angrily. So goose in the semi darkness of the passage, there was a ray passes through in the roof on the wall. So the darkness, semi darkness is light, not a bright room. It's a semi darkness. So on the position look like a shadow. So his father appearance is look like a ghost. He hesitated. Oh, my father is very angrily or very strictly. So for that he looked at an appreciation appearance in the semi darkness of the passage, which was lit by came cone of the light from the wall. On the corner of the light was focusing on the room. He observed Swami steered unmoved and groaned, like when we deep into sleep, someone is get up to me. What happened? We are like we are do like like pain. So Swami do like that, steered and groaned as if in the sleep. Father said, another. Swami, get up. Swami, get up. Finally, Granny was entered into the in between the father and his son, and pleaded for his son. Here, son was Swami's father, mother was Granny's mother was Swami's father. Here, grandmother was pleaded for his grandson. Why do you punish or disturb him? Son, why do you disturb the Swami? He is already sleepy. She is also a lot of pain. So let to sleep. Swami, don't disturb. But his son did not But his son didn't think so. He was very hungry. Now, this is the 8th paragraph is over. Now we move on 9th paragraph. Get up, Swami. Swami father moved to near the granny's bed where Swami was slept. So he stood. He called one time, get up, Swami. He called, get up, Swami, another second time. But he did not respond. Swami was not respond to his father. What happening? So father was finally, Swami, get up, said father the third time. This is too much. I will call you one time, second time. But you are in also doing like sleepy. Get up. Come in. What happened? Swami finally got up. Get present tense, got past tense. Got what father do? Father rolled up his bed like that, suttu, and kept or took it under his arm, took his like this, took his under his arm and said, come with me, and said, come with me, like this. When Swami got up, his father rolled up his bed and took it in his arms, and he called to Swami, come in, and come with me. Yes, Swami looked at Rani. For that time, Swami was fully hesitated. He looked at Granny, please help me. He asking Granny, his face was full of fear. So he looked at the Grannies, but Granny was sitting on the bed. She did not help to the Swami. But what happened? Hesitation for a moment and followed his father into the office room. For that time, Granny is not to help to me, so there is no way. Swami must follow his father's route with hesitation and went into the office room. On the way, threw a look of appeal at his mother, and she said, for that way, on the another side, his mother was stood up. He requested his mother, please help me. Please to say your husband, Amma, please help me. We know when we are in the troubles, when we are in the difficulties, so mother is come for help, every children. Hence we say, mother is the first God. So here, what we say, one word, that is, Hettorige Heganavundu. When we are in any troubles, when we are doing wrong routes, all the mothers come and say, our son is doing like right. This is the relationship between the mother and the son. So, Hettorige Heganavundu. But finally, his mother was feeling, and he asked his husband, why are you tortured? My son is a baby. So, when we are grown up, but according to mother, he is like a child. She called always a elder person or a where a grown-up person or a grown-up boy, she called to be a baby. So like that, his mother is also, why do you take to the office? He objected to his husband. He can sleep in the hall. Leave here, sleep in the Swami sleep in the hall. What happened? What happened? Let me. Why are you tortured? Why are you? She asked her or questioned his husband. I don't think so. But Swami father never heard their speeches because he was a very strict officer. He was a very strict man. When he takes any decision, he never changes. So don't interfere in this matter. She argued and ordered, don't hear. You are all spoiled. You and she are spoiled our Swami's life. So don't interfere. Argued and ordered. And Swami slunk behind him. Here, slunk is the past tense word. What is the present tense word? Slink and slunk. Slunk means sensuous manner. So, mother is also keep quiet and granny is also keep quiet when father argued about the Swami. So, Swami finally thought that no one can help to me in this situation. So, there is no way to escape. So, Swami went to behind his father with bowing his head and bowed his head. Let me sleep in the hall. Finally, Swami tried to desperate attempts. Another time, he used some techniques or ideas and pleaded, Father, please, I sleep in the pleaded, and he argued he was not to sleep in your office room. He said to many reasons. What are the reasons are in the paragraph? Let me see. Swami quoted many reasons. Your office room is full of dust. Full of dust. It is there is no cleaning. Why I sleeping there. Look at your office room is very dusty and there may be a scarping behind your law books. I think here Swami father was a lawyer. He kept many books for studies. There are several thousands of books. But the office room full of a dusty. So on that reason, Swami used it to escape from the sleeping alone in his room. But your office room full of dusty and there is no clean. How can I sleep? And then he quoted, there are many scorpions like insects, like small insects or small insects behind your law. Can you see them? There are no scorpions. When he gave some reasons, but his father did not accept it. My dear son, don't try to escape. Don't try to escape. I already know because Swami father was a good lawyer, very gentleman, very strict lawyer. So he know everything. He always doing many arguments, so that he did not agree the reasons of the Swami when he quoted, your office room is dusty there are many scorpions behind your loss. There is no lamp, there is no chair, there is no furniture to sleep. So how can I sleep in your room? So it is a full of darkness. So it is afraid of me, and I fear. Please leave me. Please leave me in this condition. But his father said, I know my office. Don't say silly reasons, Swami. What happened? There is no scorpions. Little fellow. Little fellow means his son. Sleep on the bench if you like. Yes, okay. You say there is an dust and then there are several scorpions. In the room there is a chair or bench. You sleep on that bench. What happening? So he replied, he answered his son and given a suggestion. You sleep on the bench. Nothing happened. Can I? So Swami was also failed here another time. So after he moved behind his father and thought to another one idea and say, can I have a lamp burning in the room, father? Please permit it to a lamp burning in your dark room. Please, he requested once and twice. No, you must learn. This is the very important sentence here. Underline these sentence, dear students. You must learn not to be afraid of the darkness. So, why father tortured Swami here? Swami father tried to his son a hero, because Swami always a habit to sleep beside his grannies, so he stopped to his grannies. Beside to his grannies. Beside to his grannies. You must learn, underline the sentence, afraid of darkness. Everyone should afraid of the darkness. So what? This is a moral suggestion for Swami by his father. It is only a question of habit. Dear my dear son, I am tortured to you. Don't bother about my feeling. My intention was to, you are afraid of the darkness. You cultivate these type of good habits. So I say every parent's intention was to be to make her son a great person. They always to know his child or children in a great positions. So that's why they torture sometimes. But we are not to take, sometimes we are not to be worried. So ಬೈದು ಹೇಳೋರೆಲ್ಲ ಒಳ್ಳೆಯದಕ್ಕೆ, ಪ್ರೀತಿಯಿಂದ ಹೇಳೋದೆಲ್ಲ ಹಾಳೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳುವಂಥ ಮಾತಿದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ಲೈಕ್ ದಟ್. Here Swami's father was to be tortured Swami, but his main intention was his son to become a hero, and he avoided the slept beside the granny because he was a grown-up person. If someone comes to the home or shame to the Swami, so on this intention, Swami father was tortured to the Swami. Question of good habit, you must cultivate the good habits. Here, dear students, this is a very very important sentence in the lesson. We are all here nowadays we are all neglected in the moral values or ethical values. what we say in this lesson, we respected the elders. We asking the speeches of the elders because they were experienced. They know everything which is right and which is wrong. But we are not to listen their words. Their words are then very potential. Their words are then very powerful. But we are neglected. Afterward, we are in the danger situations. We record and remember their words. So hence, Swami's father was trying to his son, you are afraid of the darkness, and he said, you must cultivate the good habits. You will at least leave the door open. Another Swami requested his father, Father, please finally you give me a permission to open the door. Open the door. Now, what Swami father do? It's okay. It's alright, my son. But promise you won't roll up your bed and go to your granny's side at the night. I will give the permission to you open the door. It's alright. But you are promised. Or you crossed my condition, I will give you punishment. If I go, you never come out from my office room. And don't go to sleep beside granny. Yes, this is the warning. If you do it, here the sentence is very ordered. Who ordered here? Swami father ordered. To whom was his order? He ordered to his son. What was the order? I gave you permission to open the door, but you broke these, or you are continuing to habit of sleeping beside the granny. I will punish you. How I punished you? I came to your school with your friends and your schoolmates. That granny said, if you do it, I will make you laughing stock of your school. ಅಪಹಾಸ್ಯಕ್ಕೆ ಒಳಗಾಗುವ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಿನ್ನನ್ನು ಶಾಲೆಗೆ ಬಂದು ಅವಮಾನವನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತ Swami father said to Swami. So this is the 9th paragraph explanation. Dear students, here I will stop to here. Thank you listening my lesson. Tomorrow I will continue to the next 10th paragraph. Thank you, my dear student. Thank you.